Now, crime is a pressing issue in both cities, but Johannesburg has a higher crime index. Johannesburg has struggled with high rates of violent crime.
About like crime, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm not too moved. I'm like.
Yeah. Like to me, like, because we look at crime, we're Americans, so crime is like,
we got like
it's just a way of life over here. It's like crime is all around us.
Gotham City.
Like when I think about the crime that I care about, I'm talking about like, are we talking armed robberies? Are we talking violent crimes? You know what I mean? Something that's like, but if you're talking about like somebody pickpocketing and stealing your phone, I mean, yeah, that's gonna suck. But hey, at least I still have my life. Lord, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, man. All right, I might. That's all I needed right there. Little bit of Bob to charge me up, man.
I was gonna say charge you up.
That's all I needed, man. All right, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1. Top Hill, episode 220. Welcome to another episode of the Top Hill Live. This is your boy, Mr. Top Hill Live, aka Imani Raw.
And I am the Carmen.
The Carmen in the building.
Still getting used to the name. I was like, who?
I'm still getting used to it too, man. But yeah, it happened.
I was going to say, it's here. Change is here. We're going to embrace it.
Embrace it all the way through, man. If you guys don't know, shout out to all the Top Hill family that's been rocking with us for a minute now. So I haven't really posted too much on Top Hill about this, but just want to let you guys know I'm starting my health journey. I am on a weight loss journey to lose a lot of weight and to just get healthy altogether, cleanse and detox and stuff like that. And I'm going to be documenting my whole entire process. So if you guys are interested to follow me on this journey, if you guys are going through what I'm going through or know somebody that's gone through this or something like that, you can always check in with me as Imani Raw everywhere, especially on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, man, tap into that. And yeah.
Round of applause for you.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. I'll go hit that button. You hit the button. It's about damn time. All right. We got our guy Travel Connect. Shout out to Travel Connect, man. He makes amazing, great content. If you guys haven't already subscribed to his channel, he deserves way more subs on his channel, man. Makes great videos. All right. This is Nairobi versus Johannesburg. Which city is best for you? Now, this is going to be interesting. Like, there's a lot of, I would say friendly competition, you know what I mean, between South Africa and Kenya. You know, I think South Africa is a little bit more established, like, for a longer period of time. And Kenya, I feel like, is on the rise.
Okay.
In terms of the rest of the world knowing, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot more people are interested in Kenya now, even though Kenya's been great. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't want you guys to misinterpret what I'm saying. Kenya's been great. But in terms of other people knowing about how great Kenya is, I think it's fairly new. So, I've been to Nairobi. I have not been to Johannesburg. We have done a lot of videos on Joburg in South Africa. So, you know, don't want to give a biased opinion, but, you know, we'll see what happens here. And I think Travel Connect's been to both. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up, man?
So Nairobi, the capital of Kenya, and Johannesburg, South Africa's largest city, are two of Africa's most influential cities, each with unique characteristics shaped by their histories, economies, and cultures. These cities differ significantly in terms of population, crime index, GDP, quality of life, and nightlife. And today, we're going to take a look at all these things. I've been to both these cities on multiple occasions, and I love them so much that they're both high on my places to relocate to.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, as you can imagine, I've done a lot of research on both cities, and I thought I'd do a comparison video on my findings for those who also want to know some of the differences. So, sit back and relax, and let's jump straight into it. The population of Nairobi and Johannesburg differ in size and growth. Nairobi, with an estimated population of over 5 million people, is one of the fastest growing cities in Africa.
Big city, 5 million people.
Many people move to Nairobi from the countryside, seeking better employment opportunities and education. This fast growth has led to challenges in housing, infrastructure, and public services. Johannesburg, often referred to as Joburg, is home to around 6 million people, and its population grows at a slower rate. Unlike Nairobi, Johannesburg population growth has been more stable, partially due to its established status as a financial hub. Johannesburg also has a diverse population, reflecting South Africa's multicultural society, while Nairobi's population is predominantly Kenyan, with a mix of expats. Now, crime is a pressing issue in both cities, but Johannesburg has a higher crime index. Johannesburg has struggled with high rates of violent crime,
about like
including
I'm not too moved. I'm like,
Yeah. Like, to me, like, because we look at crime, we're Americans, so crime is like, it's just a way of life over here. It's like crime is all around us.
Gotham City.
Like, when I think about the crime that I care about, I'm talking about, like, are we talking armed robberies? Are we talking violent crimes? You know what I mean? Something that's like, but if you're talking about like somebody pickpocketing and stealing your phone, I mean, yeah, that's gonna suck. But hey, at least I still have my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the different. Like, I don't care about that other
What kind of crime y'all got?
Yeah. Now and then.
What does that look like?
Yeah.
Like an average.
Yeah, I think now, from what I've heard, and correct me in the comments, y'all. I mean, he already said it, that South Africa has a higher crime index than Kenya. So there is more crime in South Africa. And even the last video when we saw the Yardbros, when they talked about moving to South Africa, they said, you know, make sure you pick where you're going to relocate to wisely as well, too. You know what I mean? So there is that, you know what I mean? But I feel the same way as if somebody wanted to move, you know, to D.C. or to Baltimore or, you know, Chicago or whatever, like, we'll say the same thing.
Like every place ain't bad. It's
Yeah.
every place have a bad place.
Every place has a bad place. Exactly.
And even the bad places, bad stuff don't happen all the time.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So, and you know, like if crime is like a big deal to you, then I would consider Ghana as a third place, like, because Ghana is the second safest country in Africa, and like they don't have crime. Like crime is just not like a part of their thing. You know what I mean?
Chill, man. Yeah,
they're really chill vibes and stuff like that, and it's a big expat community. So, but I don't know. I've noticed that there's not a lot of people. I don't know. It's like half and half. I see half people loving Ghana, like Ghana's the place that they want to go if they're going to choose Africa, and then the other half of people is like, nah, I'd rather South Africa or Kenya or somewhere else. But I think it just depends on what you want and what you're going for. But, yeah.
including armed robbery, carjacking, and homicides.
Oh shit! he just said it for us. Okay, that's violent. So Joburg could get violent. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, all right.
She gets ghetto.
Yeah. Okay. That's that good American crime that we're used to.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Partially due to its evident economic inequalities. Nairobi, while also facing crime challenges, has a lower crime index compared to Johannesburg. Common issues in Nairobi include pickpocketing, burglaries, and occasional muggings, particularly in certain areas.
I can stand a chance.
Now, of course, both cities have places that are safer than others, and residents and visitors are often advised to be cautious, especially in Johannesburg, as their overall crime index is higher, which can affect how safe people feel living or visiting the city. Now, whenever I mention crime in Johannesburg, South Africans always come for me in the comments section. Don't blame me. I'm just the messenger.
Hey, yo,
a simple Google search.
He said, look, he said, I'm just a messenger, man. You go talk to your stat man.
A simple Google search.
Yo.
That's all I did.
Hey, look, yo. I appreciate the honesty, man. Like, you know, you're always going to get hate in the comments, is what it is. And, you know, South Africans, you should still be proud of your country regardless. Like, look, we're American. We can't say shit about crime. Like, we got crime all over the place. Our crime probably worse than y'all. So, there's no animosity or hate towards it. But if somebody wants to leave America because of crime, they don't want to go to another place that also has crime. So, yeah.
We'll give you countless sources. Now, in terms of gross domestic product or
Call your mother.
GDP, Johannesburg economy is significantly larger and more diversified than Nairobi. Johannesburg is often called the economic powerhouse of Africa, housing headquarters of major corporations, banks, and mining companies. Its economy is driven by finance, trade, and mining. Its GDP per person is much higher than Nairobi's, meaning people in Johannesburg generally earn more money. Nairobi, on the other hand, is East Africa's economic hub and is driven by agriculture, technology, and services. The city is home to many international organizations and serves as a regional center for trade and innovation. However, Kenya's GDP remains smaller overall, reflecting a broader economic gap between the two nations. The quality of life in Johannesburg and Nairobi also varies significantly. Johannesburg offers better infrastructure, including well maintained roads, modern housing, and access to clean water.
Huh?
However, the high crime rates and economic inequality affect overall satisfaction. Nairobi also has maintained roads and modern housing, just not at the scale of Johannesburg. However, Nairobi offers more affordable living options. Also, Nairobi's traffic congestion is worse than Johannesburg, which impacts the quality of life for many residents. Now, I'm not saying Nairobi's infrastructure isn't good, it's just less developed compared to Johannesburg. Both cities struggle with unemployment and poverty, but Johannesburg's resources and urban planning give it an edge in providing a higher standard of living for segments of its population.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to nightlife, both cities are places you want to be.
Man, they both win. I ain't gonna lie.
Johannesburg has a wide variety of nightlife options, from high-end clubs in places like Santon to trendy bars and jazz lounges in areas like Mabonade. The city's history of music and dance, including genres like house music and Amapiano, make it a hotspot for entertainment.
Damn!
Nairobi's nightlife, while smaller in scale, also has a very lively nightlife scene, with popping clubs, countless bars, and live music venues in neighborhoods like Westlands and Kilimani. While Johannesburg has a broader range of high-end clubs, Nairobi's nightlife is definitely more affordable. However, in my opinion, Johannesburg's nightlife is much better than Nairobi's, and it's not even close. But again, that's just my opinion. So,
That's interesting. I ain't gonna lie. Like, well, I've never been to South Africa. I have heard about Johannesburg nightlife being amazing. I heard about Nairobi's nightlife being amazing as well too. So, I don't know. I was satisfied with Nairobi. I don't know if I need anything more lit than that. Anything more lit than that, I'm good. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I got to see it. I
Yeah.
got to see it.
conclusion, Nairobi and Johannesburg are two of Africa's most important cities, but they are very different. Johannesburg is larger, wealthier, and more diverse, with better infrastructure and a bigger economy. Nairobi, on the other hand, is growing quickly, more affordable, and is a much safer city. As I mentioned earlier, I love both these cities, and if you haven't visited yet, you're missing out. Now, as for me personally, I prefer Johannesburg. It's bigger, has more to do, better restaurants, and has more international flights in and out of the country, which is important to me as I'm an avid traveler. But I'm not knocking Nairobi at all. I love visiting that city as well. It's just that Johannesburg is more my style. I'm sure you'll also find people who prefer Nairobi, as it's an awesome city. If you want to check out my city tours of Nairobi and Johannesburg, I'll leave them up on the screen for you. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.
All right.
Russia want to make it visa free.
Shout out to Travel Connect, man. YouTube, get your shit together, man. Bro. What's Russia doing with Africa anyway? Anyway, that's another video. All right. Shout out to Travel Connect. Very good video, man. Very well, I think, researched. I mean, he said he's been to both cities multiple times. So, who better to tell you than somebody that actually has been there multiple times? So, I appreciate his insight as well too. I think, if I had to choose like if it's, I think it's like different. Like if you want to visit or you want to live, right? You know what I mean? For visiting, I see South Africa. For living, I feel comfortable in Kenya. Um, but I don't know. He also made a good point about in and out of the flights. Like if I want to come back here. Now I do know Kenya is growing, and I do know there's going to be more flights that's going to end up coming out of Kenya, in Nairobi specifically. And I've just always been somebody that like to invest in things early, because I feel like when you invest early, you get more reward.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like if South Africa is already built up and, you know what I mean, already have this going on, but we all see the clear signs of what Nairobi is doing and what Kenya is doing, and I just like the overall environment, the people, the mindset, even to their top officials, like how they integrate into their nature and stuff like that. Like I like the mindset of Kenya as well too. Now, my opinion can definitely change once I actually travel to South Africa, which we plan to do. But I'm gonna give it to Kenya at the moment just because I've been, and yeah. But
I don't know, like South Africa, like always had like a really good place in my heart, but I think
Sure.
also because of the beaches, where I can
Yes.
also find that in Kenya. So
hmm
I think just based off the videos that we've watched today, Kenya definitely has my vote for place to live. Like you
Yeah.
said, South Africa, I feel like it's really good for like business,
yes,
visiting,
vacation, like a
Yeah.
vacation in Cape Town, like would be amazing, or Durban, or if you want to go party at Johannesburg and stuff like that, that would be good.
Yeah, but like I guess you can say between the crime and the racial inequality, like I can keep my black ass in America if I want to like live somewhere like that. Like I
Yeah.
feel like a big piece of relocating, especially like to the continent,
You want to have
would
peace of
be-
mind.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like not feel othered. Like I don't want to sit here and be arguing with nobody about why they can not black.
Yeah, that part too. And South Africans have went through, because of apartheid and because of what we went through similar things. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just, and because we went through those similar things, there are similar traumas.
Right.
And there's similar mindsets and stuff like that that have grown from that. And so, yeah, Kenyans, they don't look at that at all. They just
Yeah.
you're black, we're black, cool, we like you here.
My brother,
Come
my
back.
brother, my brother.
Yeah, Caribou, Kenya, come back, tell your friends. You know what I mean? And I'm sure South Africa is welcoming as well too, but yeah, I don't know. Kenya has my heart, man. I ain't gonna lie. Now, South Africa definitely has better beaches than Kenya. I'll give them
Oh.
that. Like Kenya has nice beaches, but if I'm going to compare Diani Beach or Lamu Beach to freaking Cape Town or Durban, I would be a liar. Just from the visual alone, Cape Town, hands down, has a much better beach than Kenya
Okay.
and Durban. I would give them that. The Kenyan beaches are nice, but they're not Cape Town or Durban. So, yeah. All right, let's get to these comments real quick. Shout out to Steiger and Alvin in the comments, man. Appreciate you guys' engagement. Because one's from South Africa, one's from Kenya, so this is actually great. All right, let me see where I'm gonna start from. Steiger said there's no animosity with our Kenyan brothers. I would say South Africa and Kenyans love each other. Like I said, it's pickpocketing, especially these parts of Johannesburg. Butterfingers roam these streets. Crime in South Africa is different from Kenya. Holding you up for your phone or wallet, but in Johannesburg, CBD is slick fingers, period. They start a convo with you, and while you're paying attention to the one talking to you, the second person swipes it. The homicides are predominantly paid hits. There's the lady on Nat Geo who came here, and it said 85% of our homicides are paid hits. So if you mind your own, then you should be fine. Oh, well, that's the way I go in a lot of these parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would do that anyway.
Yeah, I'm not the ops, man. Like, I'll be chilling, doing my own thing. You know what I mean? Nightlife is interesting. I would disagree with him. It's like I said, LOL, Alvin, nah, mate, except on that one. Laying the Alma Piano wins when it comes to the groove. I ain't gonna lie, I do need to experience Alma Piano Club. I ain't gonna lie, I need to experience it. Both cities are hard to pick from, even from me as a Kenyan. Okay, well, it's settled. We need to go to Nairobi and Johannesburg, and then we could do it again. We could come back to this conversation. So, yeah. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode, man. This has been a fun, good time, you know what I mean?
Another learning experience.
For sure. Thank you to the beautiful, amazing country of Kenya this episode, man. Round of applause again for Kenya.
Hill, top, hill, top, hill. Hell no. Top, hill, top, hill.